There is always something great with trilogies. Over the past decade or so, we have been blessed with awesome trilogies that have entertained us throughout the years. In movies, we have How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda, and even trilogies of Marvel movies. But what if there was also a trilogy in blockchain? Well, look no further as we will be talking about the third alpha season of the Sandbox. So stick around as you do not want to miss this. But before we head on to any of that, welcome everyone to another video from Crypto Cash Out, the channel that is always here if you need videos on blockchain and crypto. Please be reminded that we are not financial advisors. This means that you must not take what we say or show in this video as financial advice. We are only making videos for information dissemination. Please be the wiser and do additional research after watching this video. That being said, onto the video now. The Sandbox has been one of the biggest platforms in the world of cryptocurrency right now. It is a metaverse project that has gathered the attention of big brands to invest in it. You know that your platform is great when you have the likes of Snoop Dogg investing in your company. But it seems like the Sandbox is not slowing down with its very new alpha season. Before we get way ahead of ourselves, we need to know first what exactly is alpha season. For all of you new people out there, alpha season may be something new for you. At first, alpha season was staged by Sandbox before it was getting ready to be released fully. As the game enters beta mode, they are releasing events in order to catch the attention of many people. As the game is getting closer and closer to being fully released, they need as many people in their game. So how do they get the attention of gamers with Sandbox? This is where the system of Alpha Season takes place. Alpha Season is basically an event within Sandbox. There may be external factors involved such as purchasing from the website, but you get the point. The event can last for weeks and it gives players a chance to earn massively in the game. They're rewarded in Sand tokens of course, but it is not that easy as you really need to complete lots of quests and participate in the events in order to earn. Once you do that, then you are sure to earn lots in the Sandbox. One account has claimed that they have earned $2,000 in Sandbox Season 2 alone. That is a lot of money for a couple of weeks. So let us take a look at what Alpha Season 3 has to offer. But before that, let us take the time machine and look at the previous alpha seasons. The first alpha season was very basic. Of course, they had to figure things out. But there were plenty of chances for you to earn even though it was the very first time of an event in Sandbox like this. There were only a couple of games you could play. And you also needed the Alpha Pass in order to play every game they have in there. But it was still a very fun play for an event that lasted for a month. Then in March 2022, Alpha Season 2 was released and there were a lot of changes from the first iteration such as introducing the platform to Mac users. More games were also added from the Sandbox development team themselves. 35 events were in here which may not seem a lot, but guess what? There are also games from the Game Maker Vault, which means the games created by players can now be played publicly. Very nice. And here we are now in Season 3 and it is much more anticipated than we have imagined. This might even be the biggest event in blockchain for this year. The Sandbox COO promises more multiplayer experiences, more partners, more creators, and more rewards, which is really important for us users. So let's unpack this box and let the sand flow out. Right off the bat, we're already given the roster of partners that will give the events in Sandbox a familiar feel. They have more than 20 partners including Snoop Dogg, which we already mentioned earlier, The Walking Dead, Deadmau 5, Sueco, Warner Music Group, Ubisoft's Rabbids, Bay C, World of Women, The Smurfs, Steve Aoki, MetaPride, Care Bears, Atari, and many more. These partners are here to give NFTs and unique experiences for everyone to enjoy. That alone, you already know that you are in for a treat. The NFTs in Alpha Season 3 will be a party as we have NFTs from brands such as Cool Cats Collection, Gutter Labs Collection, Clone X Collection, Bay C Collection, Aoki Collection, People of Crypto Collection, Doggies Collection, WoW Collection, Moonbird Collection, and many more joining the fray. Over 140,000 NFT owners from the collection mentioned earlier will be able to use the NFTs they have as avatars in the Sandbox. This is where we are in NFTs. The future really is now. In addition to that, there will be over 90 plus experiences from the brands. Again, that is just from the brands alone. Imagine the games that they will also release on the platform. I'm not kidding when I said that this might be the biggest blockchain event for this year. There will be 20 games from the Sandbox Game Maker Fund, 17 from the Sandbox Development Team, 12 from UGC, and 16 games from Game Jams. That is a lot of games for us to try, which means tons of opportunities to earn right now. The events themselves are fine. You can earn, but did you know that you can get competitive and earn even more? Well, it turns out that there will be a leaderboard system that will be based on the EP or Ethos points. Ethos points are earned for completing events, and the amount may be based on how efficient you are with the work. The faster you are completing the quest, the more EP you earn. As simple as that. You can replay quests, which is always great if you want to improve your time or keep your record as the best. I mean, if you really want to keep your spot at the leaderboard, then you really must be the best even for a couple of games. The harder the quest, the more EP you get. The top 5,000 players in the leaderboard will each get 5,000 sand as a reward. Not bad. But here is the kicker. The top rank will get 30,000 sand, which is 6 times the amount of second place. That is why you would really want to earn all of the points. But if you don't want to compete in the highly competitive scene of events, then do not worry, as there are also other ways to earn, although not as exciting. If you hold an Alpha Pass, which will give you access to more games and more opportunities, you'll be rewarded with up to 500 sand, which is still a reward. Landowners can get up to 180 sand, avatar owners can get up to 60 sand, and NFT collectors can get up to 30 sand. There are also raffles in the season that you do not want to miss. More on the Alpha Pass, it is like an NFT ticket granting that will give you a full access to everything within the event. However, these are only given off at the end of the Alpha Season event. That is why it is crucial for you to keep track of the quest you have completed in order to have the chance to get an Alpha Pass, which will secure you opportunities to earn in Sandbox. The developers are also ensuring safety in the game. They want things to be fairer for everyone. That is why they are improving their identification system in the game. With their all-new Know Your Player system, Sandbox will be better prevent cheatings and griefers, which is really nice. They also made sure that only one account will be available per player. This is to add to the fairness of the game. It is also noted that if you set your VPN to Japan, you will not be able to enter, as there are strict country regulations there. Just a heads up if you want to do that. Overall, Sandbox Alpha Season 3 is something to look forward to. At the time of writing this video, Season 3 is still right around the corner. But if you're worried that you miss it, do not worry, as Season 3 is much longer this time. It is said that Season 3 will start on the 24th of August 2022. The event will span 10 weeks, which means it will go for at least 2 months. So if you're worried that you started late, just keep on grinding, as there are a lot of time for you to enjoy Alpha Season 3. Thanks for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button and hit subscribe to the channel. Subscribing helps us grow, so if you enjoyed the video, please help us reach more people. Comment down below what you're most excited about the Alpha Season 3. Best comment wins a shoutout in the next video. If you want more about Sandbox, then we have a separate video on them, so if you want to watch that, go check that video out. Until next time, have fun cashing out!